Hi guys, Seb Tudor, Man on the Silver Mountain here. Welcome back. Today, a topic that actually came up end of last week, but I didn't have time to put into a video, um, was a couple of things that people come to you with, and as a coach, sorry, I should preface it like that, um, and it's the reasons why they're there, the reasons why they've come to see you, and there are two that stand out to me that I've had a few times and that I know that many others have. Um, and it's similar to um, a lot of reasons given for all manner of things that you just don't want to do. One of them was, or the one that I want to talk about today, because I feel it frames kind of the general opinion to coaching that's out there at the moment. And that is, I'm only here for coaching because, and then my boss sent me, my parents sent me. Um, I was put here by the school. A friend told me that you would help. You know, it's especially when it's in a school or a business or something to that effect, or being sent by parents. It's really hard for people to just pick up and go, I'm here, it's an opportunity, let's find out what this is and let's do something with it. um, and I can understand that. I mean, even when I probably would have been even more resistant to the coaching that I received when I finished college, if I had been forced into doing it by some authority figure, than if if it hadn't been me going, I need some perspective, I need to go and talk to someone. Um, and yeah, I understand that when, especially when you're told to do something, it's really difficult just to pick yourself up and go, well, I'm here now, I may as well make the most of it. Um, but it's something that people should do more of, I feel. Um, if you're in a bad situation, or if you're in a situation that you don't 100% agree with, then there has to be some positive to it. If you're being sent to a coach through business in particular, then yeah, you may feel that it attaches a stigma to you, that you've needed the extra help, that um, you've been underperforming or whatever else. And a lot of the times that isn't 100% true. I mean, a lot of the coaching that that I received through um, some of the companies that I've worked with when I was in the management side of things was far more to do with just making the service available and helping me improve as in any way that I could. Or it was through part of a training program whereby everyone received it to a degree, but that would have been maybe 10 or 20 of us out of everyone within the region, because we were the only people on that course. Um, and the the difficulty from my perspective as a coach now is that when people come to me and say that I'm only here because insert reason here, then I can't help people that aren't willing to help themselves, aren't willing to do the work themselves. And so when someone comes in and gives an excuse of I'm only here because, then especially if it's their authority figure that sent them, that's my client, the one that's paying me, the one that's asking me to do the work, then usually, most of the time, they'll ask for some kind of report back or some kind of information back in regards to maybe goals that have been set, or um, things that that client may need, or that coachee may need of the client to help with their development. And if I come back to them and the person that's been sat with me has only given me excuses or been resistant to the entire process, regardless of what's been said or done on their behalf, then no good comes out of it. And that's a tough situation for me, as I moved into this area of work because I wanted to help people, but the other thing is it disadvantages that person because it makes them seem resistant. It makes them potentially lose out on the opportunities that they would have had otherwise. In worst case situations, it may very well lead to someone being passed up for other opportunities down the line simply because they weren't willing to work with me or with other coaches or within the confines of whatever program that they were working with. And so the only things that I can really say to people, that if you're put forward for coaching, or even if it's a different kind of intervention like counselling or an element of therapy, or having a consultant come in and help you, being granted a mentor, it's something to take advantage of. You may not always like it, you may not always feel that it's a comfortable situation, but as I've said in previous videos, comfort isn't always something that's useful to you compared to stretching yourself. And so if you have opportunities, if you're put in front of someone like me and you're being given the opportunity to talk about things and work through things, take advantage of it, because you've got nothing to lose just by sitting there and going through the process, and everything to gain. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on that I wanted to put across today. If you've ever been in that situation where you've been put in front of any kind of interventive service, be it a counsellor, a therapist, a coach like me, being attached to a mentor as part of university or as part of a job, then let me know. I'd be interested to hear your experiences, whether they were positive, whether they were negative, whether you feel like the people that have been talking to me at times and said I'm only here because, and you felt singled out, or did you take full advantage of it and it worked out well for you? I'd be really interested to know. But as always, I'm Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain. Please subscribe if you found this interesting, and take a look at the videos that I've done previously. Otherwise, have a good one, guys.